Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy TyLoTheGentleman, and for all y'all that want a piece of One Piece, welcome to Wano Piece. Before we even start this video, I want to give a special shout out to the Wano Piece pirate crew. Thank you guys for always liking the video, even before it starts. If you want to be a part of the Wano Piece pirate crew, hit that subscribe button below.
Do it! Just do it!
Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Wano_Piece for One Piece memes and updates on the channel. This week, we are recapping chapters 291 through 300.
This is Sparta!
We're a third of the way there. So, when we left off, Calgara had mentioned something about Mont Blanc Noland marrying his daughter so that way Noland could stay on this in Jaya forever. This kind of shows that how good of a friend you are. Like, you will only want a really, really good friend to marry your daughter, someone you really know, like a man after your own heart. So that shows that the bond they had and that they were the same person just from different worlds. But eventually, the villagers started treating Noland and his crew like kind of shady, just kind of turning their backs on them, just trying to rush them to leave. And the reason was Noland and his crew cut down these trees. They cut down the white trees of embodiment where the villagers believed that their ancestors would go. The bell would ring and it would lead their ancestors back to the trees. The issue with this is the reason they cut down the trees was because the tree fever that they were trying to destroy, tree rush, was in those trees. They didn't know that those trees were special to the Shandians. But they had to destroy those trees in order to stop them from constantly dying. Calgara, once he found this out, he went to go stop Noland from leaving and couldn't get to him in time. Noland and his crew had left the gold, and so there was no proof that there was a golden city.
What are those?
They had left the gold there because they thought the people didn't like them anymore. And then by the time Calgara came and started yelling to him, he said that the bell would ring for him and to always come back because they would wait for him. And we know that didn't happen because the knock-up stream knocked that part of Jaya up into the sky and they went to Skypiea. Now when the villagers ended up in Skypiea, the god at that time came and took over their land.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
Because he said a god should live here, not just any random villagers. So he took over that land and used it for only like a god place, and he kicked the Shandians out. At the same time, Noland goes back to his home and he tells people of the City of Gold. He tells the king of the City of Gold. And instead of taking his original crew, the king tells him to take his elite guard. Now, they end up losing 2 of the 3 ships on the way there. And when they get to Jaya, the actual, the Shandian civilization is not there anymore because it's been, knocked up by the knock-up stream. So then this enrages the king. He's lost 2 ships. He believes that Noland is a liar, and he takes Noland back and has him executed for lying to the king. At first I was thinking, dang, why are you gonna execute him for lying? Like, even if it was a lie, like, you don't execute somebody for that. You put him in prison, I guess. But if you think about it, he lost 2 ships of his best men on this journey that ended up being a wild goose chase in his eyes. So now I kind of understand it, but it just sucks that happened that way. And a year before, it took them 6 years to return, and a year before that is when the knock-up stream took the city of Shandora to Skypiea. Now, after Wipa heard all these stories, he promised to ring the bell, not only for Noland's ancestors, but also for his own ancestors, because they promised to ring the bell, and the bell is something for them and their ancestors anyway. Now back to this crazy guy, Enel.
And I stay under you fighting for some storming on you chumps like I'm
Enel feels like the sky is only for gods. So he's trying to drop the whole island of Skypiea back into the blue sea, because why should they be there? The sky is only for gods. And now he has this arc, so he's floating around and he can basically destroy anything with the power of that arc. Enel decides that he doesn't need God's shrine anymore and destroys that instantly. And he also destroys Angel Island, which is crazy. He destroys it in one blast.
That's a lot of damage.
His attacks are so strong that it actually looks like the sky is falling, which is crazy.
Run for your lives! Everyone run for cover!
What is it? What's going on?
The sky is falling! The sky is falling!
So when he destroyed Angel Island, there was literally nothing left. Just nothing. He decimated the island. There was nothing left. And you know, this brings shock and grief to all the people who lived on Angel Island. They're like, wow. And then you got the people of Shandora. They're like, oh snap, our island could be next. Now Luffy, he wants to ring the bell so Cricket can hear it. Because Luffy, if he feels something's honorable enough, he has to get it done. So he's not just worried about defeating Enel, he's more so worried about ringing the bell. And Enel's trying to get to the bell, so him and Enel are headed to the same place. Enel finds the golden bell first, and he makes another big giant ball attack, and he's about to send it down to destroy, wipe out the rest of Skypiea. What happens is the only way for Nami and Luffy to get up to where Enel is to ride the waver up the stalk. So she sends a message on a leaf that gets down to the others. Zoro cuts the beanstalk, and it looks like a very nice cut, like it's going to cause the beanstalk to fall. It doesn't work, and then on top of that, Enel hits Zoro with a blast. Then the snake that grew up with Calgara and Mont Blanc Noland, that snake is grown. That's the snake that's been big. That's the snake that grew and ate Luffy. They said it would take a few hundred years for that snake to be as giant as the guy Kashi. So this snake is actually the same snake that was around during the times of Calgara and Mont Blanc Noland's friendship. This snake then goes and tries to knock the beanstalk down and cannot do it. So Wiper gets up and uses another rejectile attack, and it blows through it, and it slowly starts to begin to fall down. And this is Nami and Luffy's sign to ride the waver up towards Enel. And it's now when they get close enough, instead of Luffy heading towards Enel, he actually goes directly inside the ball. And remember, he has this gold ball on his one arm, and he's swinging it all around doing this crazy attack, and it causes that piece of metal, the gold, actually works as a conductor and uses up all the energy that's in that ball. So now Enel's attack he doesn't have an attack. He has to take the time to make a new Advent Thunder attack. Now Luffy then goes to fight Enel. Enel uses like this crazy attack. He looks like this big giant thunder person, and he's fighting Luffy, but Luffy can hit him. So it's just a real intense battle. Luffy finally hits him with the Gum Gum gold pistol and knocks him into the bell. It rings the bell. Mont Blanc Cricket hears the bell. The whole island, everybody that's left alive on the island, hears the bell ring, and they consider that the war is over, because that was the legend. The legend said that the war would be over once the island sang again. So the 4 priests that work for Enel get banished. The villagers, the Shandorans, or the Shandians, they all have a big party along with Luffy's crew, and basically just signifies the end of the war and a new beginning in Skypiea. And I think this was a dope way to end it. I'm so glad they were able to defeat Enel. Enel is still out there. He was headed toward the moon because he feels like that's a city or a world of its own. So he was headed towards the moon on his arc. I don't know how smart that is, and we'll see how that ends up. So that means Enel's still out there. That's the scary part. Let me catch you up on the short comics. So Ace is spiel of impersonating an officer, and a secret scout ship comes to that base that he snuck onto, and it suddenly catches on fire. Obviously, it's probably Ace. A lot of their top secret material is going to get burned up in the flame too. What we see is a Marine officer. You know, it's Ace in disguise.
I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be a master of disguise. I'm going to be a...
Jumps into the fire and pulls out a Marine officer along with a briefcase. I'm assuming that briefcase is important, because why would they show us the officer and the briefcase? But since Ace is on fire, his clothes burn off. Well, not all of his clothes, but just the Marine clothes burn off, and they know it's Ace, so they start chasing him and shooting at him and everything.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
And Ace, just before he leaves, delivers a letter while they're shooting holes through him. He's fired, so it doesn't hurt. And he delivers the letter to the head officer in charge, and it's basically the girl asking if he wants some milk.
He needs some milk.
I'm not sure whether that girl is Mauda is related to this officer or not, but that's where he was supposed to deliver the letter for that young lady. It showed where she was, and probably, you know, just gonna settle them some milk. Maybe it's a little like, maybe like a lemonade stand type business, I'm not sure. But it was cool that that was the person he had to deliver the letter to. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what was your favorite part of these 10 chapters. Now listen, the Grand Line is a rough place. You're gonna need a strong pirate crew. So hit that subscribe button below and join us. Thanks for watching this one. Peace.